Well, I'm James Liu. I'm the Executive Director of the Hong Kong Hotels Association, a position I've held for 20 years.
Okay, well, we're here today with Mr. Liu, James Liu, at the Hong Kong Hotel Association, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about his experience with leadership and the School of Hotel and Tourism Management.
Well, I'm James Liu. I'm the Executive Director of the Hong Kong Hotels Association, a position I've held for 20 years.
What's the most rewarding aspect of the hotel and tourism industry?
It's really about people. People make our industry. It's the people that we meet every day. You know, they're all different. And it's the relationship that we create with these people, you know, that makes us feel good.
To what do you attribute your personal success in the industry?
The first one is commitment. You got to believe in what you do, right? And the second one is you've got to be open to people. You got to be receptive to things. And the third thing is, I call it unlimited networking. You got to just go out there, you know, get people to know you, and you go out there to know people. And that's what makes it.
Now, I understand that you have some very unique background in leadership, teaching leadership, and you work with the school in a capacity with doctoral students, is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me more about the significance of leadership in both education and the industry?
Leadership is everything that leads, motivates, improves, and brings in new innovation. And we need that.
On this topic of innovation, can you tell me your feeling or experience? What's the significance of innovation in the industry?
Innovation is all about doing things differently and bringing in new concepts, new ideas, new ways of doing things, right? Without expressly saying, you know, we're doing this because of what, you know. It's got to come naturally into the equation. And I think innovation is something that has to come through continued refinement of the processes, the way things are put together. And it can only have innovation when you have all the key players, all the stakeholders together to come to a common cause. And this is the difficult part of it.
Could you tell me a little bit more about your personal history with the school? I mean, how is it that you got involved with the School of Hotel and Tourism Management?
The relationship is a natural one because the school is a major supplier of talent to our industry, right? So we depend on the school to turn out great people to join our industry. And it is our job to make sure that we give the students of the school the support they need so that they can come back and say, well, we have prepared ourselves and we are the ones who are going to be serving you in the future. So it's a natural relationship. We need the school needs us. It's a partnership. This creation of a hotel school is something that allowed the school to develop itself into something that is not just independent, but it's one of, in its own right, to become a professional organization and allowed it to prosper in its own way. Because I believe that it's a partnership, right? Nobody can do things all by himself, but when one has the passion to make things perfect, things will happen. Today, everyone is talking about the school. And the name, it's become a brand, right? It's now in the ranks of Cornell Hotel School. And in some ways, the school probably has some better things happening there, right? And it's becoming better and better each day.
I'm curious to ask you personally, you know, what are your hopes and dreams for the future of the hotel and tourism industry?
I think the industry has been successful for a long time. It needs to change because the people we're serving are changing. The people who are working in our hotels are changing. The world is changing. Technology is changing. And we need new innovation. And I think that's an area where the school, professors, and our customers can teach us a lot. And I think there's a lot of work to be done in this area.
Well, thank you, Mr. James Liu, for your successes with the school and the industry, and we really appreciated having you here today.
My pleasure. Yeah, yeah.